to appeal to the FCT residents to assist us either by providing credible information that will defeat crime.
Last Wednesday, a violent incident involving scavengers and residents of Kadokuchi village in Mabushi led to the loss of one life with another sustaining injury. This development further underscores the threat scavengers and their colonies have over time posed to security in the FCT. But how did the police respond to this incident and what steps are being taken to forestall reoccurrence? This will be our focus on this week's episode of your regular security check program called The Police Live on NTA Abuja, the Unity Station. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on Call the Police. My name is Aisha Uba Ali. Thanks for staying tuned. And if you're just joining us, this is called The Police Live on NTA Channel 5, the Unity Station, your regular security check program. But before we start the discussion proper, let's see this background report put together by Onotu Yakubu.
Colleagues of the scavenger were alleged to have mobilized themselves Thursday morning and in a reprisal stormed the area with clubs, machetes, and other dangerous weapons. A quick response to distress calls by the Mabushi, supported by Command Crack Squad and patrol teams, quelled the situation.
These scavengers are notorious for attacking and robbing people, even to the point of killing residents. The authorities need to address this challenge.
All these Baba Bola that they think themselves that they want to come and revenge for what happened, that they killed one of their member. So that is what I knew. That day, everywhere was so, crowd. Then police would come from town and chase them away.
Afterwards, the police team raided the scavengers' colony and suspected criminal hideouts. Abubakar Mukhtar is one of the leaders of the scavengers operating at the fenced land in the developing area. When quizzed about the news of them regrouping to attack the community, Abubakar dispelled the rumors, saying most of the scavengers operating in the colony relocated after the police operation.
In the ambush and Sandama operation,
since the ambush squad of police raided here, most of these boys involved in the incident have vacated and ran back home. So that story is not true.
Person
that they collected from him, he was admitted at the hospital. They injured him, is it in his eyes or somewhere around? Yes. So I heard that later on the person even died. So we don't even know what happened. Before we know, we realized, we just had police come over here and start scattering places.
Indeed, the one that come now, we never say anything that maybe the key person, this one was surprise for us. We used to hear through radio, maybe for a believe and the ramble and blah, blah, blah. This one just come that result in death.
The FCT Police Command assured that tactical squads are constantly manning the areas to ensure that all peace-loving residents go about their lawful businesses unhindered.
Thank you, Onotu, for that report. And joining me today on the program is Superintendent of Police, Abubakar Sadiq. He is the Divisional Police Officer of Mabushi. Welcome to the program. I'm very sure you listened critically and attentively to that background report by Onotu.
Of course.
So now this is the latest trend in your area of responsibility. So how can you react to this?
Uh, there is nothing new. As they are doing their own, we are also planning ahead always. Uh, and let me tell you another thing. What happened is strictly mob action. The Babangola and at night, that was on Thursday night or Wednesday, some hoodlums mobilized with knives to snatch handset. Then the youths of the community overpowered them. About six hoodlums, five took to their heels and ran away. Then the sixth person was arrested. Unfortunately or fortunately for him, he removed a knife. So in the process, they now mobbed him. After the mob action, by early morning hours of Thursday, it happened to be one of the members of this scavengers group. So they now regroup trying to attack. But we went there because already since that night, we already put proactive measures on ground. So my CP also gave me, the Commissioner of Police already sent some backup for us. So we have teams on ground. So they didn't penetrate, they didn't do anything. So we chased them away. We even followed them to their own hideouts, which you saw it in your background report. So far so good. We are doing intensive patrol. Then we dominated that area where they were living before. We have teams on standby there.
Okay, now uh, we've heard from you, but if you listened, one of the respondents there said, the one of the scavengers there said there was nothing like that. But the police now, the way you're speaking as it was established that they wanted to attack the community. So which is which?
I led the team by myself personally. So I think I have the authority to tell
Yes,
you what
to
I'm
speak.
telling you. So I went there by myself. I did not send my men. I was there with them. So and I going about their lawful business. There is nothing like scared. Nobody is scared. There is no fear of anything. We are on ground with them. We partner with the community. We are always together. They see our presence. We patrol almost every hour. We are there. We station some teams there. And we already gave them that assurance. My CP also gave them that assurance. There is backing from the command headquarters and the marching order from my CP that on no account we allow any miscreants to come and disturb law-abiding citizens. We should ensure everybody go about his lawful business without fear of any molestation. And that's exactly what we have been doing. So sometimes you will receive some false information. So we don't joke with any information, whether false or genuine. We normally respond. We normally respond, and we are always on ground ever since the incident happened.
They said information is tool and is power. I'm very sure those residents will be listening to you. There's no cause for alarm.
No
They
cause
should
for
know.
alarm whatsoever.
Okay, now the issue of scavengers in the FCT, though their operations have been banned, but most times you notice that these communities is like safe haven for them. They hibernate and they regroup and they go and start operating in this, despite the ban. Are we seeing that there is lack of enforcement somewhere? There's something, a gap or lacuna somewhere that is making these people to continue in their operations.
Another point of correction, they are not living inside the communities. There are a lot of virgin lands, unoccupied plots of land that has very thick vegetations. So those are the areas where they normally stay. They are not living in the midst of the community. As you can see, the last place that we dislodged them from, you can see it's just a forest. Nobody is living there. So that's how they stay. And I think we have a joint task force from the command headquarters, comprised of other security agencies. And the commissioner of police is doing everything humanly possible. They are working on that. I think they have been dislodging most of these shanties and they are leaving Abuja for good.
Okay. Now we watched that operation, we saw what you did, but does that mean that will bring a total end or stop to the operation? not only in that location, but in the FCT?
Yes, because you see, once somebody, a criminal is not living in your midst, I think you destabilize him 90%. Because if you are not living in the, if he's not living in our midst, there is no way he will have, maybe he will plan an attack easily. For him to leave a very far place, to come down and perpetrate any act of attack or anything, it will be difficult. He will be seen easily and people will call on us. It's easier than when they are living in our midst. It's just a matter of few minutes. They can just trek and do whatever they want to do.
Okay. Before we continue in this conversation, our telephone lines are now open for our viewers to phone in, make their contributions, as usual, their comments and suggestions, and even questions at the Superintendent of Police is here, Abubakar Sadiq, to answer to your questions. Now,
Chief Superintendent.
okay, Chief Superintendent, I'm very sorry for that. Chief Superintendent of Police, sorry for that. Moving ahead now, let's look at the Jahi Kuchikado area. I heard there's a big plantation, and which you mentioned. You said people they take advantage of the empty plots of land, and about looking at that area, we have vegetation plantation there between Jahi and Kuchikado. Now, this has been a place where these people hide and come out and do whatever they want to do. So moving forward now, do you think the police is going to go into that place to raid, into that place to raid or do something or clear it?
We have done that. We have did the clearance operation, which you saw in your background. So as I can authoritatively tell you, my commissioner of police gave me a marching order to dislodge them, and which I did. I can authoritatively tell you, with all sincerity of purpose, there is no any Babambola living in those forests for now. And we have been doing patrols. We are not going to allow them to live in those areas again. The community will even tell you that there is nobody in that area.
Yeah. Okay, why I asked that question, I thought they were not living in that vegetation plantation. I thought maybe they were living somewhere else. I didn't know the operation you carried out was inside.
Was inside the plantations,
okay.
yeah.
That's a very good and laudable step by the police. Our telephone lines are still open for our viewers to phone in, call, and make their observations and suggestions. Okay, I think we have some calls coming in now. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. May we know the name of the caller and your location?
Okay, my name is Mohammed, and I'm calling from Tungamaji.
Tungamaji, okay. Thanks for calling in. Go ahead, Mohammed.
Well, honestly speaking, this issue of scavengers, Bababola, is a very, very serious issue. Even here in Tungamaji, I call this of the people. As they go as far as stealing your benches, iron benches you keep in front of your houses, your wire, your car battery, anything that has to do with iron. Once you wake up in the morning, you won't even feel it again. And most of them are armed, actually, because we shouldn't take them for granted. At the point the army here and the police raided their colony here in Tungamaji, and they discovered lots of arms, drugs, money, stolen items, vegetation, and all of that. So I think it is another dimension of crime that the police really need to look into. They should actually focus more on these scavengers. They are very, very terrible. If you not had encounters with them, you would know. And in the night, they are the robbers that come to your house in the night, because during the daytime, they will be walking around. I think they are picking their items, but they are surveilling and seeing where they will come and enter at night. So please, you should frequently do something about in that regard for us here in Tungamaji. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mohammed, for calling. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm sure you heard what he said, that they really need to do more in Tungamaji for them because they are also encountering the same challenge.
I think Tungamaji is under Niger State Command, and I think we have one management team, police force management team, and the order is the same, both FCT and Niger. And I believe Niger will take care of the situation. He also testified, I think, by saying a team of police and military raided their colony. So I think they are working towards that. We in FCT, whether broad daylight or at night, we are going after them. They are on the run now. I am telling you this.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Right. Oh, I think we lost that. We lost that caller. I'm very sure Mohammed heard what you said. But now let's look at in terms. Okay, I think we have another caller on the line before we move ahead. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. My name is Paul Lima.
Okay, can you just turn down the volume of your TV set so that we can hear you clearly?
Okay. My name is Paul Lima.
Okay. We can still hear your TV set. Can you turn it down?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yes, we can hear you.
I'm calling from Gishiri.
Gishiri. Okay. Paul.
I want to first of all commend the DPO of the division.
Okay.
Because before now, I know we have several issues of kidnapping, armed banditry in Gishiri. But I think it's almost 3 weeks from now, I think, or more, that they were able to send their team. In fact, to my surprise, the people also, I think they had an exchange of fire, but even at that, after that, they keep sending their team to come around and carry out some arrests. I think that is very, very much commendable. And as I speak with you, the rate at which the crime around the city, both of them have been issuing escalate now is getting gradual reducing. So I want to really appreciate him, and our advice is step up the game to never relent, no matter the challenges in the work. At the end, we know that they will conquer the enemy.
Thank you, Paul, for calling. Thank you so much. I think it's a story of different story for different folks. While the man from Tungamaji is saying they should do more, but here Paul is commending the Nigerian police. I think that is good enough. But now let's look at the issue of partnership. How are you partnering with AEPB to enforce some of those laws and address this challenge?
We have been partnering with them, and they have been playing their own role. So far so good. All the security agencies, in conjunction with the AEPB, we are collaborating together. We at the divisional level used to identify, then communicate with our headquarters, and they used to support us with all the necessary support that we required to ensure that we have sanity in our own area of responsibilities.
We have another caller on the line. Hello. Good morning, sir. Where are you calling from and your name?
I just want to connect the police.
Oh.
That's
Okay. I'm sure that's Mohammed calling back. Mohammed, okay. He was the one that called earlier to talk about Tungamaji. Okay, now back to the communities. What is your division doing about seeing that there's no reoccurrence and the issue of community policing, engaging the community people and all that after this incident? Now, how or what assurance are you giving or what synergy are you building with the community people to see that you get information at the right time and act promptly?
It's not only after this incident, or it's not only because of this incident. Always, my commissioner of police and his management team, there is a marching order to us DPOs that we have to partner with the communities. We have been partnering with the communities. All the successes we have been recording is through community partnership. We are not living in their midst. So it's with most of our information, we used to get it through the community partnership, and they have been giving us wonderful information, genuine information, and we are working on it.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning. Who is on the line? Jacob from Lugbe. Okay, Jacob, go ahead.
I just want you people to look at the same scavengers that are in Lugbe. They are just too much, dirty everywhere. And nobody is talking about it. Please, they need to do something. Look at the car wash. The whole of car wash up to Mega. In fact, the dirty that are there, that they could use them there not once, not twice. And if you talk, you dare not to talk, they will descend on you. They work in groups. Before you know what you got, that guy you do and wound you. Like you guys don't care. So please, people need to do something about this seriously. In Lumi, I've been hearing people talking about other areas, but in Lumi, nobody has been talking. And they are enormous in Lumi. In the middle of the night, early in the morning, you see them running around. If you keep your kayak, they will kick you. And you dare not to talk. So please.
Thank you. Thank you, Jacob. You didn't mention if you keep your kaya, you dare not keep your kaya, meaning if you keep your property or if you keep your goods, they will take it away. But one of the respondents, CPS, said, this is another crime taking another dimension. It's another kind of crime that is taking another dimension. And if you look at it, if we hear from the voice of the callers, if we see that there's fear and there's that seriousness in what is happening in their various domains. So what can you say concerning
Like
this?
the Gwagwalada man, I think he mentioned to the hearing of everybody that a team of police and military raided their colony. Yes. So I think, it's a total crackdown by the Commissioner of Police, FCT, on scavengers. It's a total crackdown. But, it cannot be a one-day event. But gradually, it will reach all the nook and crannies of FCT. And we are going to get the sanity. They are going to sanitize everywhere. That one is what I'm assuring everybody.
I'm very sure Jacob heard that because he's watching. For him to have called, he's watching us. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
My name is Musa Dalai, who knows tomorrow to the
Oh, thank you, Musa. Can you go ahead with your comment or question?
Okay, I want to contribute to that. I want to welcome to the Center of Police.
Okay.
The young mama is talking, I saw it for Tungama here. Tungama, anything, just woke up that it's support. So it comes from Angola and Korea. So we need police action before Tungama. That's my take for it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. Thanks for calling. I'm sure he's also reiterating what Muhammad has said earlier. Okay, now let's look at what Mabushi and FCT residents should expect days ahead after to maintain security after this incident has happened, and generally on security. What should FCT residents and precisely Mabushi people expect in days ahead?
Our own is simple: identification of black spots, constant raiding, intensive patrol, stop and search, and all other proactive measures. That's what we have been doing. And it's not only my AOR, it's all over the FCT. So there is no cause for alarm. Let everybody expect sanity all over the FCT.
Okay, and quickly on a final note, you can't come here and you don't give us security tips. I'm sure the viewers is like a reminder. What do you expect from FCT? What should they do? Measures to be taken.
Let everybody be security conscious. Security conscious in such a way, if you see anything, any suspicious movement, you just call, you report, you just call. We have police emergency lines. Immediately you call, then we now work on the information that you are passing to us. When you see something, say something. We cannot achieve without partnership from the community. That's all. We need partnership from them. We need genuine information. Genuine information that we are going to work on. So all we want is for them to always communicate, pass information to us. If they see something, they should say something. That's all.
We must sincerely thank you,
You're welcome.
Chief Superintendent of Police Abubakar Sadiq, and
Thank you
also
very
the
much.
Divisional Police Officer of Mabushi.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So that's how we conclude the program this week. Remember, Call the Police is live every Wednesday on NTA Abuja Divinity Station. Please stay with us next week, same time, same station. I remain yours, Aisha Oba Ali. Good morning.